Yo.
Yay.
Mic check 1, 2.
Mic check 3, 4.
5, 4, 6, 7.
8, 9, 10.
Boom.
Say hi.
Let's run it.
What is good? I am good. How are you?
Doing pretty well, man. Doing pretty well. Welcome.
Welcome to the P&T Podcast. I am Alex Topete.
I am Jordan Ponte, a.k.a. Rexy Rex, whatever you know me as.
I am just Alex. I don't think anyone knows me as anything except for my family. Some of them know me as Junior, and some of them know me as Big Al. So,
ooh, Big Al.
Yeah, Big Al.
Big Al in the building. Give it up for the Big Al today. Woo!
Big Al's auto insurance. No plug there.
We could make an intro for the Big Al auto insurance.
Well, I mean, who else is better to intro Big Al than Big Al? You know, be the voiceover actor for it.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Those of you that are listening, we are officially on Twitter, so you can definitely check us out on Twitter.
We are
Ponte and Topete, literally Ponte and Topete. If you want to type that in on your Twitter feed, you can. It goes straight. Right, we actually have our link at the top of the Twitter page. So if you missed any episodes within the past couple weeks, we have all of our episodes on there. So if you missed the Brandon Arcanado episode that we did last week, it is on there. So thank you to Brandon Arcanado once again for joining us last week.
Yes, thank you again, Brandon.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Also Rashad White, who's also came on the show the past last month. Thank you to Rashad White.
Rashad White. Did you see that Chip Kelly was actually on our campus?
Yes, I was just about to ask you. Did you see that?
I did. I didn't know he was here until I saw Rashad tweet out a photo of him, Chip Kelly, and Coach Bob Jostrab of the head coach of the Mount Sac football team, all together in their office.
Yeah, apparently Chip Kelly is doing a somewhat tour where he's walking around or going around different high schools within the area, and he stopped by Mount Sac. So thank you, Chip Kelly, for stopping by Mount San Antonio College today. All right, so should we begin? Let's just dive right in, or just, you know what? I'm going to tell y'all what we're going to discuss today. If you have a topic that we missed over the past couple weeks, feel free to shout us out on Twitter. Again, that is Ponte and Topete. But we are here to discuss MVP.
The MVP?
The MVP.
Let's start with our MVP race.
We're starting with that. We're just going to dive on in, just casually dive on in. So we got a lot of contenders for the MVP, but the one name that stands out above them all is quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson. So.
Beast.
A.K.A. what Mark Ingram has always said in press conferences, trust. Do I gotta tell y'all, this man's making moves. And you see Justin Tucker go up on the press conference after the game-winning kick to quote Mark Ingram again?
I did, yes.
He was like, I don't know, somebody has been coming up here past couple weeks, been saying something like, big trust. And then he goes on open for questions. I just thought it was funny.
Big trust. That's such a cool nickname.
Big trust. I'm gonna start saying that. All right, so Lamar Jackson is just putting up insane numbers, man.
I mean, his numbers right now, he's got 977 rush yards, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
that just passed Bobby Douglas, who had 968 back in 1972, for the second most rush yards by a quarterback in single season history.
Yeah, no, there's no saying that Lamar Jackson is slowing down anytime soon. I really don't see him slowing down anytime soon. And they actually take on the Buffalo Bills Sunday. The Bills are a wild card team. They need to continue to win. And believe it or not, the Bills actually do have a shot to take that little division that they're in with the New England Patriots. Can you believe that?
They have a shot to win the division right now. I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's honestly, like, you can't root against the Buffalo Bills, man. It's the Bills.
And
it's the Bills.
Last year Josh Allen didn't really look like a quarterback like how a quarterback would play. You would expect one to play.
And
he ran the ball a lot last year.
Yeah, he did.
And the coaching staff really limited his long yardage passing situations as much they could.
They did. Yeah, it was. Josh Allen was very highly talked about before he came to Buffalo. He went to the University of Wyoming. He played really well at Wyoming. I'm not gonna lie. I watched him a couple games when he was at Wyoming. He was really good. And then he comes to Buffalo. I was actually pretty excited that he got a landing spot in Buffalo because Buffalo has struggled with quarterbacks. You know, they really haven't been that team that can dominate in the division that the Patriots are in. You got the Patriots, Buffalo, Miami.
And who is it? The Jets.
It's the Jets.
The Jets. Go Jets.
Anyway, so
I'm not a Jets fan, but I wanted to just sing a little Jets for you.
Sing a little Jets.
Sing a little bit of Jets. Did you know the Miami Dolphins? Did you know that they have a Miami Dolphins theme song? My stepfather, he's a Raiders fan, and he always tells me the Oakland Raiders are the only NFL team with their own song, The Autumn Wind. And I always tell them, no, there is a Miami Dolphins song. I think back from the 70s.
Whoa, there's a Miami Dolphins song?
There's a Miami Dolphins song, and I'm telling you, dude, if we were to play it, it makes me laugh. Yeah, it's pretty corny.
Really?
Yeah, that's it right there.
Miami Dolphins fight song?
Yes, that is it. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
So yeah, that's the Miami Dolphins theme song right there.
This is a minute and 51 seconds of the Miami Dolphins theme song. Okay, so let me give you a general background. The Miami Dolphins are... How can we explain the Miami Dolphins? Very bright, orange, and sky blue.
Is it a blue? I always thought it was like a turquoise green.
Did you see the football field this past Sunday?
That's true. I'm thinking more of the original look when they had Ricky Williams.
Oh,
those green jerseys when they had those green and orange jerseys back in the day. Legendary jerseys.
Legendary. Oh, so we're getting a little sidetracked. I don't know how we wound up getting the Miami Dolphins theme song in this, but anyway. So the Bills playing the Baltimore Ravens, which Lamar Jackson is in the conversation for MVP. I stated when the show first started that Christian McCaffrey would win the MVP. I'm here to tell you today.
I mean, he still has a strong case, Jordan. Before you do it,
I'm here to tell you today, man. After what I just seen from Lamar Jackson, slapped the Patriots around. Slapped. Who do they play after that? Literally, he's been slapping everybody in the face.
Who they play last?
They nail-biter against the Niners.
Oh, yeah.
Week. That was a great game, by the way.
How did I forget that game?
Great game, by the way.
Because I was at work and I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
Awful.
The numbers,
are you sure?
man.
Are you sure you want to do that, though? I mean,
the
Christian
numbers,
McCaffrey,
man. You know what?
The C-Mac, he just passed Roger Craig for the most receiving yards by a running back in their first 3 seasons in the Super Bowl era.
You got to think about it like this, man. This is a quarterback-driven league. Who won MVP last year? Patty Mahomes.
Yes.
Who won MVP before that? I think it was Tommy.
I think it was Tom Brady.
So that's 2 years in a row with quarterback. And I'm pretty sure the year after that was a quarterback.
I think it comes down to all these people who vote on it always think, okay, the most important position on a football team is the quarterback. That's what they think. And then what it comes down to is who is the quarterback on the best team. That's almost always what it is. If Lamar Jackson was doing, like, having these insane rushing yards, but the Ravens weren't winning, no one would be talking about him in the MVP race.
Without question. A lot of people were saying that he should be a wide receiver. They're like, no
or a
way.
Running back.
No way. Or running back. There's no way this style of play is going to work in the NFL. Really?
Do they?
Are you sure about that?
We've seen it work before. Do we not remember Michael Vick?
Exactly.
I mean, do we not remember Randall Cunningham?
Exactly.
I mean, who was the other guy for the Steelers? Cordell Stewart?
There was Cordell Stewart. Charlie Batch ran around for a little bit for the Steelers too. But again, back to what we were saying. A lot of people were saying the style of play that Lamar Jackson was doing at Louisville, no way is going to work in Baltimore. No way. But John Harbaugh, being John Harbaugh, literally redesigned his entire offense for Lamar Jackson only.
I think John Harbaugh has a good chance of being coach of the year. When you think about it, this time last year, people were saying he might be done as the coach for the Ravens.
Yeah, because
he was on the hot seat.
He was on the hot seat. That's unbelievable. As a Steeler fan, watching what the Ravens are doing now, it pisses me off. But it's like, this is low key kind of exciting. Like we've never seen this, so it's like
he's almost like the. I don't want to say like the Michael Jordan, but you have to tune in every week to see what he does.
It really is that.
He literally has highlight plays that are almost like basketball highlights. There's these like quick hitters that are amazing, and you've never seen them before.
Like it's insane. Like even coaches are like in press conferences saying, honestly, we tried our best, but it's Lamar Jackson. He's gonna do what he's doing. He has 25 touchdowns, a QBR of 81.6.
Oh my gosh.
81.6. My God. And his rushing numbers are 977. So he's putting up
he's close to 1,000, and he's actually close.
And his season's not even over.
He's so close to breaking Michael Vick's 1,039 rush yards back in 2006, which is the record for most by a quarterback in a season. He can accomplish that. Let's see. What's 40 minus 30? That's 70. He can accomplish that in less than 70 yards. And he has 3 games to do that. 3 games to rush for 70 yards.
He can pretty much do this against Buffalo. He literally, if he wanted to.
He can do this in the first drive, the first 2 drives probably.
Break out 100.
I mean,
that'd be wild.
It's not unlikely.
It's not unlikely, but anyways. So yeah, so they're changing my pick. Are you still staying with your MVP pick?
Well, Dak Prescott was my original MVP pick of the year, but I think I am going to have to change that. I mean, Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in football right now, hands down.
Are you going to jump on the bandwagon?
I'm going to jump on that MVP bandwagon. I'm going to go ahead and say Lamar Jackson is the MVP.
So
nothing against Dak Prescott, though. He still is amazing, and did you know that on primetime games, he's actually has the best win percentage since 2016 and has the most?
No.
His win percentage is 70. Tom Brady is 64.7. Drew Brees is 54.5. Patty Mahomes, who was MVP last year, 44.4.
Good God.
Yeah.
We will be discussing the Cowboys later on in the show. But I got a question to ask you. Something we really never talked about. I'm glad you mentioned Coach of the Year, because we really never talked about any coaches at all. They're basically the ones that runs our whole entire team. So, quick answer. Coach of the Year, who do you got?
Coach of the Year? There's so many candidates.
So many.
Let me think. Let's think of the candidates really quick. You have
John Harbaugh. A lot of people have been saying Mike Tomlin. I'm not saying that to be biased, but I'm actually being serious. A lot of people have said Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin for taking his team with the 3rd string quarterback.
4th string.
4th string at the start of training camp.
Dude was on the streets calling ducks.
Devlin Ducks.
We'll get to that later. But anyway, so you got Mike Tomlin. You got John Harbaugh. Kyle Shanahan's another one.
That's true.
Kyle Shanahan, for what he's doing with the Niners.
Yeah.
It's pretty remarkable. The Buffalo Bills head coach.
McDermott.
Have you seen what he's doing with the Bills?
Yes.
So you got to throw him up there as well. I mean, we got a couple coaches.
Oh, man, it's so many coaches. Honestly, when you have to look at the situations, I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably Scott McDermott. Just because when you look back at his tenure with the Buffalo Bills, no one really knew what the heck he was doing for so long. Like Tyrod Taylor got them to the playoffs for the first time in over a decade, and he benched him right before they got to the playoffs and didn't put him in the playoffs.
Nope.
So,
and everyone was wondering, why are you not putting the guy that led you to the playoffs?
And then after that, to see what Josh Allen's rookie quarterback season was like, I'm sure a lot of Bills fans felt underwhelmed.
They were like, I mean, you got to
then-
give it to them.
I mean, when you look at it now, I mean, they're,
It's remarkable.
if Tom Brady has another bad game and that defense gets hit by another roller coaster like Deshaun Watson was to them, the Bills are first place.
So you got Bills head coach.
I got Bills head coach.
Sounds good. I'm gonna sound so biased right now, but you know what? I don't care, because if you really look at it from an outsider perspective, fourth string quarterback, no James Conner, no Juju Smith-Schuster. We lose our center for 2 games. What else? No AB, no Bell, and we're in the wild card right now. We in the beginning of the season, we were told, no way we're gonna make the playoffs. No way they're gonna do good. No way Mike Tomlin's gonna have a job at the end of the season. We're in the playoffs right now with a couple more games left. That you got to say, that's pretty remarkable on what this man is able to do with the team, the players that he has. That no Ben too.
No Ben, that's the big thing.
Out for the season. Season's almost done.
Does Big Ben come back next year?
He's gonna come back either way.
Okay.
He's gonna come back. Do I want him to come back? No, not really. But
That man won the Steelers 2 Super Bowls. You're saying that about a Pittsburgh Steeler quarterback who has 2 Super Bowls for
yes,
them.
I am. You know why? Because Father Time is gonna catch up to you.
Oh man, Father Time.
Father Time is catching up to Big Ben very, very
It's
fast.
caught up to a lot of quarterbacks this year. Phillip Rivers,
Oh man,
Eli Manning.
Eli. You know he's coming back.
He's coming back. He's probably going to start this Monday. Daniel Jones is in a walking boot. Believe it was a high ankle sprain.
It was, and it was. anyway, yeah. So Phillip Rivers, Big Ben, actually all the quarterbacks that were drafted in the same year, Ben, Rivers, Eli, all have Father Time issues.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
And I mean, when you look at the other two, Drew Brees and Tom Brady, both of them are not having the numbers that they used to.
No, but you know what? The defense pulls.
That's true. They both have like top 3 defenses in
There
the
you go. All right, so we got that quick response. Defensive player of the year. You got who?
I'm going to go ahead and say
We got a lot of players.
there are a lot of players.
Fitzpatrick,
I'm going to say
McCorden, T.J. Watt. I'm missing so many players. Oh
it's
my-
probably going to be Minka. I think it's going to
Minka
be Minka
Fitzpatrick?
because I think he leads the league in interceptions. Does he
does.
not? That's why.
He does.
He's a turnover creator. He is a ball hawk. His ball skills remind me of Ed Reed.
You know he's only in his second season.
Did you know
Second
he was
season.
a Dolphin at the start of the season?
Yeah, and the Dolphins traded him thinking that, there's no way the Steelers are going to even do well. Oh, we're going to get the top 5 pick. Minka Fitzpatrick is a top 5 pick, and we just got him for free.
For free.
For free.
The Dolphins were giving players away.
Yeah, anyways, we can literally talk about the Miami Dolphins.
Miami
We're
Dolphins.
not even going to discuss that.
Miami Dolphins.
All right, so we're going to do our quick NFL pick'ems, but for now, I want to do a straight deep dive on this.
Who's your defensive player of the year?
Oh, I'm going to go with Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
I got him all the way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and a lot of people are going to hit me up saying, you're so biased. You're a Steeler fan. Of course you're going to go with the Steeler player. Have you not seen this man?
He's
This
completely.
is a grown man literally
I think
doing violent things on the field.
I think he's transformed your secondary because I feel like now a lot of the other players in your secondary are playing better. because of him.
Hayden is
Yeah.
playing great.
Joe Hayden's playing amazing right now.
It's 2 secondaries came out of nowhere. They were trash at the beginning of the season. Horrible. Wow. Anyway, so Fitzpatrick's my defensive player of the year. We're going to do a quick... I want to get your take on this because this is something that has been talked about for quite a while. The NFC East.
Ooh.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe the NFC East is as bad as it is.
Honestly, do you know how many primetime games we're going to have to sit and watch the NFC East? We got one tonight.
People still sit and watch, and it's against the Bears. I mean, last year, you look at it, and that's 2 playoff teams. So that's what the schedule makers were thinking.
The Bears. The Bears. The Bears.
The Bears were in the NFC. Were a playoff team last year, and
They
so were the
They
Cowboys.
were a great defensive team, too. They got Khalil Mack. Everyone was laughing at the Raiders because they traded away Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack is underperforming majorly this year compared to last year.
It's shocking.
Shocking.
Sad. All right, so your Dallas Cowboys sit 6-6. First place still after what happened last week.
All I'll say is that we played two tough teams in a row, New England and Buffalo, and it was a close game against New England. Buffalo, I have no answers for that, honestly. It was very sad watching that. I just felt sick to my stomach watching that on Thanksgiving of all days as well. But
I'm guessing
the Philadelphia Eagles had a chance to come back up and at least be tied with us in the division standings by half a game. We have our same record as us as 6-6, but no. You know what the Philadelphia Eagles decided to do?
Lose to the Miami Dolphins.
The Miami Dolphins. Yes, the Miami Dolphins. And not only did they lose, they got blown out. It was only close for maybe like 5 minutes in the third quarter, honestly.
I still can't believe that they lost to the Miami.
I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick, a.k.a. Fitzmagic, he's going to have a couple of those games every year. Every single year he does it. We don't know why.
I still can't believe it either. This is just wild. You know what this calls for?
What?
Dolphins, the greatest football team.
Hey.
We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl. 'Cause we're
Yeah,
Miami
so that
Dolphins.
we know we gotta play that song, you know, 'cause Miami Dolphins, yo.
I mean,
I
thank
mean,
you, Miami
hell, they wanna
Dolphins.
get- yeah,
right
they-
now, they're one of my favorite teams in the NFL because they beat Philadelphia. And they
That
beat
gotta be
them
really
bad.
weird. That really gotta be weird to say. The Miami Dolphins are your favorite team.
I mean,
right now.
I said this week.
I know.
I said this week.
I was just playing with
I
you.
said one of my favorite teams this week.
I know. I was playing.
Don't
with
twist my words, Jordan.
you. Twist my fingers, do my dance. Twist my dance. All right. So you're. Yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in on this.
Okay.
We gotta sit and watch the NFC East the rest of the season because Jerry Jones owns television.
Yes, he does.
Owns literally,
but
he owns it in the palm of his. AT&T Stadium doesn't get any clearer than that. He owns television.
Not only that, but he's one of the front runners, one of the main guys behind the TV negotiations. Every single time the contracts come up.
You got to give it to him.
So he's the reason why I think there's so many games and so many coverage now in NFL games.
Yeah, so basically, my thing is, why in the world are we not flexing football games when we should be flexing them? Hence,
I agree.
They finally flexed the Baltimore Ravens, Buffalo Bills, and the Pittsburgh Steelers next week to Sunday night.
They should have been flexing 2 weeks ago.
That San Francisco and Baltimore game should have been the one that was flexed to Sunday night.
That was one of the best morning games I've ever
That was a
seen in
morning
my
game.
life.
I was in the middle of
morning game.
I was in the middle of watching Duck do what Duck does, and on the corner of my eye, I got the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers going back to back. And then I turn around and I see Lamar Jackson do his first fumble of his entire season. First fumble
Wasn't it of his career?
of his career. Actually, yeah, you know what? Thank you for correcting me. Of his career.
First fumble, first lost fumble.
Yeah, so basically,
And it didn't even touch the ground.
didn't even touch down. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if we're gonna watch the NFC East for the next couple weeks, can we make it suspenseful? In a way, say, ooh, we got the Dallas Cowboys who are close to being eliminated from the playoffs. Ooh, or we got the
Not at all.
Washington Redskins with
Still in
Deshaun
the
Hoskins,
playoffs.
still in the playoffs with Deshaun Hoskins, who took a selfie with the fan after his first victory. Or we got we got the Philadelphia Eagles, who a lot of people are saying secondaries is horrible. Horrible. Yeah, my roommate's an Eagle fan. He said their secondary is horrible.
I mean, it is pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't watch Eagle games. I just go to him for the
I
source.
just wonder how the Eagles can lose to the Dolphins, but also beat the Packers?
I don't know.
How?
I don't know.
That makes
either.
no sense.
Makes no sense. So we're going to take a side road to NFL Pick'ems, the weekly NFL Pick'ems. Are
Giving
you ready,
your
my
picks.
guy? Are you ready
Giving
for
your
this
picks.
week's NFL Pick'ems? The first, we got the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. We got MVP frontrunner Lamar Jackson taking on Josh Allen, who is a surprise. Who you got?
I'm going to go ahead and take Baltimore. I've been on their train all year. They've been my best team in the NFL for the last 3-4 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and stay with Baltimore. Lamar Jackson's doing amazing things. Mark Ingram is playing amazing for them. And that other guy, who's the other? Oh, I think his name is Guy, right?
Are you talking for
Their running back?
for whom?
Baltimore.
Mark Ingram. We got, I believe it's Latavius.
No, that's for the Saints.
Wow.
I think
going brain dead.
I said that other guy, but I think his name is actually Guy. Let me look that up really quick.
The backup for
The backup, yeah. Well, not the backup because he's more like a change of pace guy.
Please take a moment and check out our Twitter page as we continue to find out the backup running, the guy we are trying to find. You can hit us up, Ponte and Topete. That is Ponte and Topete. If you missed any episodes, you can definitely check that out on YouTube. Feel free to hit the subscribe button as you're there. Thank you. And we appreciate all your support that you've been giving us. And I'd like to take this moment and shout out a few people who actually listen to the show. I went to a bar last week and I got a few shout outs. They actually listened to us, so shout outs to you guys that came up to me and said, keep up the good work. We're doing fine work, my guy.
Doing great
fine
work.
Did you come across the guy that you were looking for?
No, there's Gus. I'm sorry. His name is Gus, not Guy.
Gus.
I thought he was Guy Edwards. Gus Edwards, I'm really
Gus,
sorry.
Gus
Edwards.
That
Playing
man's-
great for them as well.
Yeah, he is good. All right, so next game, we got the Washington Redskins taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Give me Washington. I think Dwayne Haskins has been playing pretty good. I mean, obviously he has the training wheels still on.
Hold on.
The Packers.
Anyways, continue. Sorry.
I'm gonna go ahead and take Washington. I think the Packers are on a down slope. I think at some point they're gonna hit a wall with their offense. Aaron Rodgers is still not having a great statistical season compared to other seasons he's had. The run game is probably Green Bay's biggest advantage. Biggest upside, yeah.
You got Jamal Williams and Jones doing the work.
But I feel like that division, Green Bay, you got Minnesota, Chicago, it's going to change hands a couple more times, I feel like. So give me Washington just to make it all crazy.
Topete got Washington. I'm over here shouting out Green Bay because how dare you go against Aaron Rodgers? He's having a bad season, but how dare you go against the beard, the stash? Have you seen the stash that he's growing?
I don't like it.
It's funny.
It's weird. Aaron Rodgers needs to shave his mustache.
I'm going Green Bay on this one. San Francisco versus New Orleans.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Who you got?
I love New Orleans' team, but that game San Francisco put up against the Ravens and to almost win that, how can you not have them as either your first or second team in the NFL? I'm going to go with San Fran.
San Fran.
I'm
I'm not. You know what? One of my buddies who's a massive, massive New Orleans Saints fan, and he tells me little things here and there. And you know what? I'm pretty intrigued on some of the stuff he's been actually telling me and I've been reading. I'm going to go New Orleans Saints.
Really?
And I got a score prediction, too. I'm going score prediction on this one.
Okay.
24-17, New Orleans.
I'm going to go ahead and save that and remember that. We should
Book
probably...
it. Book it.
Whoa.
Check it out on there.
And what if it's not that?
If it's not that, then... Well, I guess I'll deal with the consequences when it happens.
All right. What about the next game?
Next game and the last game. The Arizona Cardinals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by my man, a.k.a. Duck Champ from the state of Alabama, Ducky Hodges.
The Duck
The
is in
Duck
the
Man,
building.
Hodges. Man, I've been waiting all week to say that. All week.
I'm going to go ahead and say Pittsburgh. I think their defense is going to destroy Arizona's offense. I think Kyler Murray is going to throw a lot of interceptions this game, personally, just because Pittsburgh creates so many turnovers.
So many.
And I mean, Arizona, that's still a rookie quarterback. You'll probably be able to trick him into making rookie quarterback mistakes. That is to say, though, that Pittsburgh is without Juju Smith-Schuster.
And James Conner.
Right. So it looks like it's Devlin Duck Hodges leading the way with
The Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Here's what I'll say. I think this is my prediction for the Steelers game.
Let's go.
The offense is only going to score a field goal or maybe 2 field goals.
Wow.
You're going to have a defensive touchdown, and that's how you're going to win.
Off defense.
Off defense.
I mean, we've been there before. Literally, we've been there before where we just kick field goals. We've won a game where we just kick field goals.
The Dallas Cowboys try that, but they don't win.
So we got some notable news in the NFL as we wrap up our NFL segment. All right, your boy Antoine Woods was arrested for numerous amounts of marijuana.
Marijuana?
He is expected to miss the second game of the season. Thoughts on that? Do you have any thoughts?
I just got to say, stay off the weed.
Stay off the weed.
I'm probably going to put that in. No, seriously. Antoine, I think, has got to be smarter. Not put himself in that position. Because he is a key part of our defense. He is one of our starting defensive tackles. We run a 3-4.
I was going to say.
We run a 4-3. So, sorry. Yeah, he is one of our starting 2. And without him, I'm afraid that our defense hasn't been stout against the run already this season, and he's probably the best defensive tackle we have besides Michael Bennett. So I'm afraid our rush defense is not going to be very good, and the running back for the Chicago Bears, I forget his name.
Cohen.
Yeah, Tariq Cohen. Mm-hmm. Very good.
Very good. He's small.
Very good.
Very small.
Yeah, but he beats he beats teams both in the run game and the passing game. Yeah. And if you notice, the Dallas defense gets tricked a lot when the running back can run routes.
Let me get your reaction when they did that trick play on Thanksgiving, when that man was literally making a Thanksgiving feast in the end zone, and Jerry Jones' reaction was like face and palms, like, oh my God.
I had the same exact reaction.
We just got played with a clown, but we just got played right here on this play by Josh Allen, second-year quarterback.
That wasn't even Josh Allen.
That was a good play. That was a good play.
It wasn't even Josh Allen who threw the touchdown.
No, it wasn't.
It was John Brown, the wide receiver.
The one we get.
Who I started in fantasy. He got me a good amount of points because he threw a touchdown instead of caught one.
So, yeah, there's
Yeah. I was sitting there at Thanksgiving eating some turkey, and I was both really sad that's what the Cowboys fell for, a really gimmicky trick play. But I was also
and I was rooting for the Cowboys.
I was
rooting for them. We need the Bills.
I was just so disappointed. Like, I could understand losing to New England. You're not expected to win that game. But you're expected to beat Buffalo, even though they have the better record. You're the Dallas Cowboys, and they're the Buffalo Bills. You're expected to beat Buffalo.
You are expected to beat Buffalo. All right, so there's that for the NFL. So thank you for joining us. If you are unfamiliar with what our show is, we just talk about the latest sports.
We talk about sports. The NFL is huge right now. Did you know that the NFL's TV ratings are going up?
Yeah.
While the NBA's are going down?
Yeah, I noticed that. But you know what?
That tends to always happen, though.
It always fluctuates, during season. It's the NFL. It's the NFL, man.
Yeah.
Big business is booming. All right, so speaking of fantasy football, as we are still somewhat in the NFL topic, switching over to a different one, how did your season in fantasy go?
It was 50-50. I ended up having 2 teams that made the playoffs, and my other 2 teams did not make the playoffs. Glad to say I was not last place in any of my leagues, though. So
Which leads me up to how I did. So I finished the season 4-9.
that's okay.
I'm last place. I finished the season last place, and the way that my league goes is so last place gets called beer bitch for the entire rest of the off season.
So
Let me elaborate more. So at the draft, the beer bitch. Now we have officially implemented this. Of course, it's when I'm beer bitch. That person has to wear an old lady dress while serving beers at the draft party.
oh no.
That is gonna be me, serving beers in an old lady dress at the draft party.
Well, at least you won't have to wear a wig. You already
They
have
might
the long hair.
They might make me wear a wig.
You already have the long hair.
You touche. You right. You right on that one. But yeah, I gotta wear an old lady dress and serve beers at the draft party.
I don't know anyone in the league that I was in, so I luckily don't have to deal with anything like that. Man, they're really gonna do that to you? And you're gonna serve everyone beers.
Yeah, it's part of my lead. We've been doing that for the past since I joined. So I joined the Beer Bandits back in 2015, I believe, 2014.
The beer bandits.
Yeah, it's called Beer Bandits, man. We all love beers, man, especially White Claws.
Oh yeah, gotta get them White Claw seltzers.
There ain't no laws when you're drinking White Claws.
I'm actually impartial to them.
Yeah,
They're not that bad. If you ask me.
I don't like them.
You know what I think is bad? Truly seltzer water,
Dude, my sister loves that.
dude.
Same thing with White Claws. Like I don't know the hype over White Claws, but I mean it's
They're okay.
They're
okay.
it's not for me. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. So, you are listening to the P&T Sports Podcast. You can hit the subscribe button on the Ponte Entopete Sports Podcast on YouTube, or hit us up on Twitter at Ponte Entopete. The link is right there. Boom. It leads straight to our page, and then you can see the perfectly bold letter written subscribe. Feel free to click that. Thank
And
you.
make sure to hit that bell for notifications so you can get notified when we post a new episode every week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so we're going to dive deep right into this NBA. So last night we had the Lakers put a silencer on the Utah Jazz. So brings me to my question. A lot of people are saying the Lakers' schedule is so weak. They got an easy schedule. This is why their record is like this. Did yesterday's win prove that their record is not as easy as people are saying?
Yes.
As in we got a hard season, or as in no matter who we playing, we're still gonna beat the living crap out of them.
Okay, I get that. There's like in the NFL, you have strength of schedules, and that is a real thing because in the NFL, you don't play every team.
No, you don't.
You don't. You play your divisions 8 times a year, and the other 8 are random teams that the schedule makers make. So you're only playing, besides those same 3 teams you play twice a year, you're only playing anyone else at a random selection. In the NBA, everyone plays 82 games, and everyone almost plays the same exact amount of games against each other.
Exactly.
So there is no such thing as a strength of schedule in the NBA.
Which is mind-boggling.
Especially so early in the NBA season when we don't even know who's who and what's what.
No.
I mean, we can obviously tell the Lakers and the Clippers, I mean, they're 1 and 2 in the conference right now, respectively. And, I mean, we could tell those teams are good, and we could tell the Warriors are bad. We can tell, the Knicks look pretty bad. But besides that, everything else is still kind of up in the air for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we won't know anything, but what we
Until
can...
Christmas.
Until Christmas, which is when the Lakers face the Clippers. That's the next matchup between those two.
Yo.
Christmas Day.
We should try going to that.
I ain't got no cash, man.
Neither do I.
I ain't got no money. Jeez, man, all my money going straight to my rent.
Nosebleeds.
Man, even the nosebleeds are like $340.
Wait, is it a Laker game or a Clipper game?
It's a Laker game.
Okay,
because
yeah,
last game, I believe, the last game, when the first season opener they played the Clippers, it was a Clipper home game. So, obviously, they're going to switch it up a bit and make it a Laker home game. But anyways, yeah, so the Lakers currently are 19-3. They play the Portland Trail Blazers tomorrow.
Yes.
And the Clip Show play again tomorrow as well.
Yeah, the Clippers, they just beat the Trailblazers back on, when was it? On Tuesday. And tomorrow they travel to Milwaukee to face the Bucks.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
You got Giannis Antetokounmpo versus Kawhi, the Claw Leonard, and Paul, the Shoulder George.
So speaking of the Lakers, now that we are on the topic of the Lakers, so did you hear the Jazz announcer criticize LeBron James, calling it disrespectful as he danced on the court side with his shoes off? You see that?
Yeah, I did. I did see that, and I just think that Jazz announcer was, not he shouldn't have said it. He shouldn't have said it. Have you seen what other players do on the bench during games throughout the game?
Yeah, they take,
like every single game.
Yeah, they take their shoes off, they sign it, and give it to fans.
Well, not only that, but I mean,
that's what LeBron James did.
You
That's
have
why
players who go into the stands and eat people's food sometimes. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
We're in a brand new era of NBA. A new era of NBA. It's where we are literally
the players are so accessible,
and that. No matter where you're sitting, if it's close enough to the bench, the player will possibly turn around, give you a little wave, and head to the scores table to get ready to check into the ball game.
That's how I met.
It's an interactive game, sport. It's an interactive environment, which is why a lot of people are like, "Wait, is this the new era of basketball?" Yeah, it is. We're about to approach 2020. We're in a new era of basketball. We went through a whole decade of re-renovating, trying to come up with new ideas, new ways to make the NBA fun. They're doing it right here and right now, right before our eyes.
Honestly, 2019,
they're starting to figure it out.
I think.
So is the NFL. NFL is doing the same thing too. They're starting to figure it out.
NFL is
a lot of sports organizations are starting to figure it out. That the fans love the excitement from the players. They love seeing the players be themselves because that's what makes the sport fun.
Makes it human.
Makes it human. Makes it real. It's not fake.
I mean, the NFL used to be called the No Fun League.
Exactly, and there was a reason for that too.
I mean, they still be handing out fines for
but there are a lot
uniforms.
There are a lot of dance and do a whole.
That's true.
Dance routine in the end zone.
Do you remember how boring football used to be? Those couple years when they banned end zone celebrations.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Awful.
It was worse. So Anthony Davis is continuing to put up staggering numbers. I mean, man, I have no words, bro. Do you have any words on this? Because this is wild.
He was my MVP pick at the start of the year. He still is.
He's still. I'm gonna agree with you on that.
I did hear. I don't remember who it was, but it was someone on the radio I was listening to. Someone said that Anthony Davis and LeBron James, neither of them will win MVP because they will take too many votes away from each other.
I really don't think they care.
You don't think so?
No, but you know who possibly will care? That is putting up staggering numbers that we have not talked about too much. Luka Doncic. Pronounce me.
Doncic.
There we go. Dude, I still have trouble trying to pronounce his last name.
Luka Doncic.
Luka. All right. So for those of you who do not know, who is this man, Luka? Why are we talking about Luka? Well, let me give you a quick background. He is from the EuroLeague. This is his second season. Was the MVP of the EuroLeague. And right now he's on pace to average a triple-double.
He's also the youngest player ever back in 2016 to play against an NBA team.
Yes.
I forget which European team he was on.
Real Madrid.
Was that?
Real Madrid.
It was Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
And every NBA preseason, a couple NBA teams play teams that aren't in the NBA. So that was, I believe he played the Celtics back when he was on Real Madrid. And that was the youngest person to ever play an NBA game.
I mean, he grew up around basketball. I was listening to something on my way over to school that was talking about his past and his childhood and stuff like that. He used to be the ball boy for a local NBA team. Not NBA team. A local team where he lived. And the coach would tell him, go home, be a kid, play with your toys. He didn't. He played with the basketball. So he grew up around basketball.
You can tell he was you could tell he was that person growing up where you couldn't get them off the court.
No.
He was always dribbling or working on a shot or working on something. He was that person who was not going to stop. And I still think he has that drive, it looks like. I mean, just from last year to this year, I know the way he's playing is like pretty similar, but the numbers are outrageous.
He is from Slovenia.
Now,
I started with that. He is from Slovenia.
Slovenia.
20 years old.
20?
20. That's wild.
Really young.
Yeah, and what's wild is what's even more crazier is that the Phoenix Suns picked Ayton over Luka.
The Phoenix
we haven't seen
Suns.
Ayton at all because where is he? He's suspended. Still suspended
For some reason.
But anyway, yeah. So Luka Doncic averaging almost on pace to average a triple-double, just putting up staggering numbers, which begs me to. I gotta bring this question up. I asked it on the Twitter, on the Twitter feed. Who is the best international player to step on the court?
We actually have some responses on our Twitter post.
Who you got?
So, I responded earlier and said that it's hands down Manu Ginobili.
I gotta agree with you on that one.
But we have a person who tweeted at us. Sorry, let me get it up. At Tadeo _Eric tweeted at us and said, obviously, it's not Manu Ginobili, but it's the Dirk Nowitzki.
So he's going with Dirk.
He's going with Dirk. I go with Manu.
I'm going with Manu. But you gotta really think. You really gotta like sit down and think about all the international players that came through. Honestly, let me hit you with some rapid fire. Steve Nash, Canadian.
Ooh,
Forgot about Steve, young Steve. And then we got, he used to play for the Kings. He used to play for the Lakers.
Vladi.
Forgot about Vladi.
Are you talking about
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons is another one. He's from
Kyrie
Australia.
Irving
Kyrie Irving's
from Australia.
Kyrie?
I thought.
No. He's from here. He's from New York. He's from Brooklyn.
Are you sure?
1,000%. I swear he's from Brooklyn.
Kyrie Irving.
Oh my gosh, you're right. He's from Australia.
I knew it. Hey.
Really? I didn't know that. I just learned something new
Yeah.
today. I didn't know Kyrie Irving from Australia. So we got Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons.
That was deep.
We got Luka. We got Manu Ginobili. We got Steve Nash. If we are missing any other international players, comment below.
What about?
Comment below.
I'm probably gonna butcher the name, but what about Peja Stojakovic? Back from the 90s.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Oh my goodness. His first name is Peja, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. So.
And then there was the other guy back in the 80s, Drazen, I think.
Peja, yeah.
Yeah.
This dude. Yeah.
Peja Stojakovic was really good. I keep mispronouncing that.
He played for the Kings for a little bit.
Also, when you go back, I mean, in the 70s, you had Andreas Sabonis.
Yeah, so we got a lot of good
Big old
international
7-footer who
players.
shot threes.
So you're saying Manu Ginobili. I'm saying Manu Ginobili. If you believe that it should be someone else, whether Steve Nash, Kyrie Irving, or a name that we have forgotten about, comment below. Clippers, man. Clippers are doing all right.
The second, yeah.
Clippers are doing okay. Kawhi, and Paul George, basically they're doing what we all knew that they would be doing, putting up good numbers. They're second place in the West,
Behind the Lakers.
behind the Lakers. Lakers sit 19-3. Clips sit
16-6.
16-6. They're 3 games behind.
That is your Los Angeles Lakers and Clippers basketball NBA report.
All right, man. Did we miss anything? You got anything on your mind that you want to get off? Feel free. Oh, we did almost miss one thing. How could I have forgot this? So, as reported yesterday, they have officially suspended the announcer for the San Francisco 49ers for his racial slur towards Lamar Jackson. Did you hear about that?
I did.
Yeah,
I don't want to comment.
I don't either. That's just foul. We're just saying that.
We should just leave it at that.
We should
Just
leave
report
as
it.
that. Yeah, so we got that. There's no James Conner for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is out.
Did you see that Miles Jack was placed on injured reserve? Linebacker for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And did you also hear the Gardner Minshew? The stash is back.
The stash is back
Which
because
we got
Nick Foles, Super Bowl MVP of Super Bowl 52.
Yes. He's benched.
He's been benched.
He's been benched. And we did get
2.5 games into his Jacksonville Jaguar career.
Yeah, that's just sad. And we did get a little inside scoop on Gardner Minshew last week from my good friend, Brandon Arconato. He told us a little something about Gardner Minshew.
He did.
Who would have thought that 1 week after we had Brandon talk about Gardner Minshew, voila, he's a starter for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Again.
Which is pretty cool. I think it's amazing. So if you want to hear who the heck is Gardner Minshew, you know where to find us.
Put it down below.
P&T Sports.
Or you could comment on our YouTube. Go ahead and leave some comments too. I'm thinking we should start putting up some poll questions.
Yeah, we really should, low-key.
Low-key.
As in, if you believe that we are both wrong for our MVP.
And I'm sure there's a lot of you who believe we're both wrong in some of our points of view.
Yeah, we have really odd points of view, but you know what? That's what makes this country so great, that we can speak our minds. I really just brought politics into this real quick.
I mean,
yeah,
I am glad for the First Amendment and that I can speak my mind on the, what is this? It's not an airwave. On the microphone. I'm glad I could say the Dallas Cowboys will win this week and Stephen A. Smith will not bring out his cowboy and his awful Southern impersonation of the Dallas Cowboys.
So, in other news, USC is expected to bring back Clay Helton as their head coach.
You are a USC
fan?
fan?
I am a diehard USC fan.
How do you feel about that?
I'm pissed off.
You are?
I'm heated.
Okay.
And I'm not the only USC fan pissed off.
A lot of USC fans are pissed off about it. Is this because it was only for a year and it's just like, well, what are we going to do long term?
No, let me explain. So, USC has they have a new athletic director who just came in. Lynn Swan stepped down, former athletic director for University of Southern California.
And former
we have a
Pittsburgh
new
Steelers.
guy, brand new guy. Believe it or not, I have no idea who he is, but apparently this is an outsider who's really never been involved in USC. Yeah. So, I mean, no offense, that's cool and all, but what's kind of interesting about this dude is that he actually helped turn around the University of Cincinnati's football team.
Really?
Yeah. He came from Cincinnati, he turned them around, and voila, we have him at USC. He came out saying that they are not going to look at Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer was a coach that was open to come to USC. He literally publicized it on Fox, saying, if they contact me, I'm down to talk to them. Hello, hey, the man that's been in more bowl games than you guys have been within the past couple of years is saying he wants to come to University of Southern California. I'm sorry, but my frustration is real, and I'm expressing it like other SC fans. Are you stupid? Like, this man, Urban Meyer, who went to Florida, I won, I'm going to leave. LSU, I'm going to leave. Ohio State won, I'm going to leave. Sits right next to Reggie Bush announcing football games. I want to go back.
Can't make up
He
his
literally
mind.
just said he wants to come back. Like, he kind of hinted it. He didn't say, like, straight up, oh, I want to come back. He said, I would be interested. When a man says, I am interested, his ears are open. Talk to him. The USC just missed out on that. He's going to go somewhere else. Watch him go to the NFL.
Dallas?
Well, possibility.
New York?
Possibility. There's a lot of people are saying Rex Ryan coming to the Dallas Cowboys.
I did hear that.
Rex Ryan to the Dallas Cowboys.
I would just hope that the Cowboys keep. Actually, I don't want Rex Ryan to be the head coach. I want to keep Chris Richard. And who's our defensive quarter?
Isn't it
Don?
his son?
No.
Isn't like Jerry Jones' grandchild a part of like the coaching staff or something like that?
Maybe really small part, but
yeah.
Stephen Jones is, I believe, like one of the vice presidents of football operations, which means him and his dad both do a lot of the drafting and picking up the players.
They do,
but
hey, it's not bad.
I want to keep Chris Richard and I want to keep Rod Marinelli. That's his name, Rod Marinelli.
It's defense, right?
Yeah, defensive coordinator. I think it goes back to, who was it who said it? There was this saying I heard from a player. I believe it was Larry Bird. Larry Bird always said, because Larry Bird was a coach for the Indiana Pacers, he said that really a coach's voice will only be really heard by a team for 3 to 4 years. After that, the players will just start tuning the coach out.
If that coach is, what's like the good word to use? Because in the past we've seen coaches stick around for decades. Chuck Noll is one of them.
Tom Landry.
Tom Landry is another one. Vince Lombardi is another one. Oh my goodness.
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick currently right now.
Mike Tomlin's almost there right now.
Mike Tomlin is
John Harbaugh. I think John Harbaugh just hit a decade. So yeah.
So that kind of like what you're saying. Like it only takes a coach like 3 to 4 years to lose his entire locker room.
Well,
I mean,
obviously,
almost lose his entire locker room.
I just think that the players seem to want to play for Jason Garrett, but I don't know. Something needs to change. Something needs to change, man. And I hope they prove me wrong and they make the playoffs and they win in the wild card round and then they win and they win and then they're in the Super Bowl and they win. I hope that happens. But I just don't think it's going to happen this year. I've seen the way they play. They don't play like a good football team most of the time.
Yeah, it's a tough season. So speaking of coaches, Washington State extended Mike Leach all the way through 2024. Well, we also got another insight about Mike Leach.
That's
Shout out
true.
to Brandon Arconato.
Hey,
man, this is
big time.
Cougs, man.
You know
Cougs.
what's funny is that our interview with Brandon probably couldn't have dropped at a better time since it came out with that news a couple days later.
Facts, man. So if you are interested in hearing about Brandon Arconato, you can hit us up on YouTube at the P&T Sports Podcast, or you can also talk to us on Twitter at Ponte Entropete.
Should probably make an Instagram too.
Coming soon.
And,
do you got anything on your mind that you want to get off? I know you spoke highly of your Dallas Cowboys, and I spoke highly of Clay Helton being brought back. He's not. This is gonna be. You know what? I know we should probably get off this, but I got one more food for thought. It's not a food for thought, just my opinion. This man's not sticking around for a year.
Probably not.
Nope, he's gonna get fired. The same way that Lane Kiffin got fired from USC. You know how Lane Kiffin got fired? On an airplane. Which is how we got.
Oh my God.
Coach O. That's how Coach O came our coach. And we didn't even sign him. And Coach O is literally sitting number 2 with the LSU Tigers, getting ready to play for the playoffs. That was once our coach. And we're stuck with Clay Helton for another year. Okay, I'm done. I'm off
Big
this.
Clay, hey.
I'm off this. You know what? I'm going to curse right here. I'm off this bullshit because I'm done with Clay Helton.
All I can say in my final thoughts are, how about them Cowboys, baby? Let's go ahead and get a win tonight.
You still them boys?
I'm still them boys. I'm rocking that navy blue and that lighter blue / gray today.
Hey, you got a score prediction that you want to tell us?
They're playing the Bears.
In Soldier Field. Which you guys are really not accustomed to outside weather.
Our kicking game has been iffy the last couple weeks.
Didn't you guys hire kicking practices?
Yeah, we held like kicking practices with like 10 kickers, I think.
Poor Maher.
Crazy. Poor Brett Maher. But then when you look at Dan Bailey, who used to be our kicker before
what
Brett Maher,
happened to him?
He's not doing very well for Minnesota either. So yeah, our kicking game is going to struggle. I'm not confident we could score more than 2 touchdowns on the Bears defense without our kicking game, but I'm more confident that the Bears will not be able to pass for anything against our defense. So if the Bears win, it'll be their running game, but I think our running game is better. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is going to be a slugfest. The Cowboys will win 10-7.
Yo,
breaking news.
Loki, it's kind of breaking news, but it's kind of expected. We all saw this coming. Indianapolis Colts kicker legendary Colts kicker. You know what? I'm gonna call him a legendary because he's up there.
He is legendary. Probably
he
the
is.
best kicker in the game.
Facts.
Of all time, actually.
One of them. Adam Vinatieri reported he's saying that he isn't sure he's going to play another down for the Indianapolis Colts this season. So, meaning, is he retiring because of how horrible he's been, or he wants to open the gates and try to help other kickers come in and replace him? Because that is a big, big, big leg. See what I did there? Leg to fill.
It is a big leg. It says that he's having problems with his right knee.
I mean,
So, his
the
kicks
man's
have been
old, bro.
but his kicks have been off all year, and he's a right-footed kicker. So it very well could be that his last season kind of just went down the drain with the Colts.
Yeah, it got to be one of those.
Let me ask you
seasons
this:
for
when
him.
you think of Adam Vinatieri, do you think of him as a Colt or a Patriot?
I think of him always a Colts.
Always the Colts. He spent more time with the Colts.
Yes, even though he played a massive role in that
Patriots dynasty.
snowball, that
Against the Raiders?
snowfest against the Raiders.
The Tuck rule.
The Tuck rule.
Ooh, that's a discussion for another day.
Yeah,
we should get some angry Raider fans in here for that.
Oh,
I know.
I got one.
I got one too.
I got one too, and he hits me up every other week because of how passionate I am about my Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm over here bashing the living hell out of the Oakland Raiders because screw them Raiders.
Don't they have the same record?
No, they don't.
Does Pittsburgh have a better record, or does Oakland have a better record?
We do.
By one game?
Yeah, because
you're both still in the wild card hunt.
we are in the hunt. We are in it. They are in the hunt because they lost last week. They got booty smacked.
Big old booty smacked.
Big old smack fest. I'm still shocked they lost that game.
The Raiders have been outscored by a ridiculous amount of points the last couple weeks.
Smacked by the Jets.
Smacked.
Who they played? Denver Broncos. Yeah, Denver Broncos.
No, they played Kansas City. Denver beat the Chargers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the Chargers, we didn't talk about them at all, but they are an LA team. They're snake bitten. I think they're snake bitten in this city. Honestly, they just find new ways to win or new ways to lose. I mean, the Chargers invent a new way to lose every single week.
If you want to come on and express your frustration for the LA Chargers, you can definitely hit me up, or you can hit up the Twitter site.
You can hit us up on Twitter.
Puente and Topete.
Or you could
actually, no. Let me correct the name. My apologies. It is Puente. Actually, it is Puente and Topete. Never mind.
Yes. Our Twitter is at Puente and Topete. My Twitter, I am Alex Topete. My Twitter is Alex_JR_Topete.
My Twitter is Rexy_Rex_95. And the same thing goes for Instagram, too.
Same for my Instagram. I love posting to both, honestly.
Oh, if you are a baseball fan, I got some breaking news for you.
Mm-hmm.
It has been reported that the LA Angels are set to stay in the city of Anaheim for a very, very long time.
Yes, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim will stay in Anaheim till at least 2050.
That is a long time, my friend.
That's 31 years.
A long time. And a couple of Angel fans.
30 years.
A couple of Angel fans I saw on Twitter said that I think it's time to change our name back to Anaheim Angels.
Probably.
I
mean,
you know what? That sounds more respectable.
Just to be the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim kind of sounds weird.
Sounds weird.
And also, when you think LA baseball, you think the Dodgers.
You think the Dodgers.
You think it's not like
no disrespect.
Yeah, no disrespect, but you think the Dodgers.
Yeah, we do. And they're in Orange County. They're not even near the LA, Los Angeles county lines. They are way, way out of the LA county lines.
Yes, for those of you who don't live in the Southern California region, they are in
Orange
the
County.
OC, as I like to call it, the OC, and they're not even a bordering city. They are Anaheim. I like to call it Anacrime, just because I went to high school out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, because you went to Servite.
I went to Servite out there, yeah. I was always told by my parents, when you're at school, don't leave the campus for anything.
For real?
Yeah, just go straight to school and back. I left the campus.
Was it?
No,
that?
I left the campus a couple times, and it was cool. There was a Norms across the street. Got
The
some
Norms? What was the
Yeah.
Norms?
Norms? Oh, got the mozzarella sticks one time before football practice. Delicious. My stomach didn't agree with it though.
Why would you eat mozzarella sticks before football practice?
I was young and dumb and didn't know anything about nutrition like I do now.
Understandable.
Understandable.
Understandable. So yeah, we again, I know we've announced it so many times, but you know what? Who cares?
Let's announce it again.
Follow us on Twitter, Ponte Interpete. Yes, sir. We out
Subscribe
here
to us.
And we got a lot of people coming in. We are expected to have some more guests coming soon. So if you are wondering, are y'all going to have any more guests? Yes. If you are wondering, will the show continue? Because we are here recording at school, and we are in our last week before finals week next week, which means we'll be done, bro. We will not have access to come back here and record. But don't worry, we have a solution. We are still going to be putting up podcasts. So we are not gone indefinitely, just partially.
And hopefully we won't miss any weeks uploading.
I hope
If
not.
anything, we might miss
One week.
I'm
Might
thinking,
be the Christmas week.
I'm thinking it might be the week before.
Yeah,
Although
well,
Christmas
one
is,
of
I think, a
those weeks.
Thursday, so
Yeah, it's
it
gonna
is
be
kind
one
of in the middle of the day.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those weeks.
We'll try to keep the upload schedule the same: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, around those days.
And we appreciate all the support you guys have been giving us. Seriously,
Honestly, it's amazing. We're watching the views go up every day, and it's amazing.
Honestly, we were at 13 at one point, and now we over here shooting 100. Honestly, me personally, I'm so used to not being like viewed as much.
Same.
So to hear people comment about the show and talk to us and like they love what we're doing, that means a lot to us.
Yeah, we're
appreciate-
gaining subscribers. I want to shout out our subscribers. I think we have three big subscribers right now. If you want to join that lucky list of subscribers to hear us every single week, go ahead and hit that subscribe button at the bottom of the video, and go ahead and hit that notification button on our page so that every time we post a new episode every week, you can go ahead and find it.
That is right, my friend. Oh man. Jeez, this has been fun. Holy macaroni and
Are you ready for finals?
no.
Are you ready for later today?
No. Yes.
This
Sort of.
I'm gonna just end it with this. Our 30 minutes today. I believe it was Chile. Chile was. I asked him. I asked Chile, "Are you ready for our 30 minutes with Jason?" And he said, "That sounds like a porno."
So for those of you who are like, who the hell is Chile? Who the hell is Jason? And well, you know what? Chile is a good friend of ours.
Chile listens to our show every day.
So shout out to you, brother. And Jason is our professor, aka I like to call him my director, because you know that's more professional. Jason's like our director.
He's a director. He's our professor. He's our producer.
He's a good pal.
He's a
funny.
really good pal. He produces the whole station setup here. It's amazing.
So shout outs to you, my
Shout
friend.
out, Jason.
He's probably not even. He probably has zero clue that we just shouted him out on our podcast right now.
Probably.
Yeah. But you
For
know
everyone
what?
who's wondering, that's Jason Schiff. You can follow him on Twitter. And he probably won't appreciate that.
Good thing you didn't drop the ad name though.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, no, I was about to catch you, but like, yo, whoa, chill there, pal. We didn't get permission. You got to be careful with what you're doing, bro. Yeah, it's a free country over here, but people got privacy. People want to respect other people's privacy.
That is
so,
true.
and you got anything else, man? Before we wrap it up today?
Just my same. Let's go, Cowboys. Let's beat the Bears.
And go Pittsburgh Steelers, man, because for a long time y'all been saying we trash, but guess what? We ain't trash. We ain't trash. You know what? I'm gonna let the week play out. I don't have to say anything. I'm not even gonna say anything. Not even gonna say anything. I'm gonna let the team do its talking. Not even gonna say anything. I'm gonna leave it as that. So we appreciate you for joining us. We will be back next week, same time, Thursday possibly.
Yeah. I'm
Maybe
thinking
Thursday.
Well, it'll probably be up by Thursday. We'll record.
One of those days. So we appreciate you guys. Shout out to you, everyone. And with that being said, peace.